Hello, and welcome to Organic Chemistry 2 for the spring semester 2021. I'm looking forward to us delving deep into all these awesome chemistry topics and to helping you find success in this course. Welcome to Organic Chemistry 252, Section 80. We meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 a.m. until 9:15, and this time we're going to be meeting in GAC 38. So hopefully that'll be a little better than the basement of George. I am Dr. Charleboy, just Dr. C is fine. My pronouns are she and her. My office is in Peckham Hall 234, so that's on the second floor of Peckham. There's my office phone number, so if you need to reach me, you can use that phone number. My office hours are listed here. I have some on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and of course by appointment. So if you cannot make any of these specific times, let me know, and I will definitely fit you into my schedule. Something new this semester I'd like to tell you about: weekly review session. So every Thursday from 12 until 12:30 on Zoom, I will meet with you, gather up all your questions and bring them, and we'll have a weekly review for organic chemistry from 12 to 12:30. Hopefully that time is good for most people, as it is that lunch hour block. I thought that would be a great time to gather and answer all of the questions you may have in the course. The required textbooks for this course are the Organic as a Second Language, written by David Klein, and there's 2 books, one for the first semester, one for the second semester, and both of those books are required. Here is an online textbook that is free. You're welcome to follow that link and use it as a separate author describing some of these terms. And just like last semester, our David Klein large textbook, just called Organic Chemistry, it's optional. I do have a copy in my office. You're welcome to borrow it at any time. I believe there's also a copy in the library. Later in the semester, we will be ordering the ACS, American Chemical Society Organic Chemistry Study Guide. And that's because the final exam in this course will cover Organic 1 and Organic 2, and it is the standardized exam from the professional organization in chemistry, the American Chemical Society. So a little later, we'll get together and we'll order the study guides. These study guides are also helpful in thinking about preparing for the MCAT. We're going to be using Sapling, just like last semester. So if you bought the 2-semester access, you should be all set. And if you didn't, you need to buy the second one. Those are available at the bookstore. We're also going to be using the iClicker app again through REF, and that should be bundled with your Sapling purchase. And as always, we're going to rely on the molecular model kit quite a bit in this course. You can read through the course objectives, very similar to Organic 1, right? We just want to get through and we want to understand all of the functional groups and all of the different types of molecules in organic chemistry. Organic 2 really focuses on reactions. After our first week, when we do mass spectrometry, everything else in the course is going to be, here's a functional group, here's the reactions that it can undergo. And we'll kind of walk through the course that way. Listed here, 1 through 7, are the program student learning outcomes that we'd like to achieve in chemistry. And then here, the course-specific student learning outcomes. Our supplemental instructor this semester is going to be Cambry Calkins again. She will hold 2 unique 1.5-hour Zoom sessions each week for problem solving and practice. We will work together to create a worksheet that she will give to you during those sessions. The 2 of us work very closely together to give you great examples that will be very similar to ones found on the exam. Cambry was very successful in my course last year, and she has access to a lot of practice problems. I did tell her, though, that she cannot just give you the answer, that she has to help get you to the answer, help lead you there, help you process the question so that you can get to the answer. During the first week of class, we will work on the times and the nights that these 2 sessions will be held. Although you are not required to attend supplemental instruction sessions, if you choose not to do this, it puts you at a huge disadvantage. If you look in the gray box, here are the results from last semester. Overall, the average grade earned in my fall organic chemistry class was 80.7. Of the students that attended at least one SI session, their average was 82.5, 1.8 above the average in the class. And if students attended 5 or more sessions all semester, now note, there's 2 sessions every week. So there's lots of opportunity. If students attended 5 or more, their average went up to an 86.8, 6.1 higher than the class average. The 7 students that did not participate, their average was 75.3. 3, which is 7.2 points lower than the class average. So supplemental instruction is helpful, and I hope that we can find times for these sessions that accommodate all of you. There will be worksheets available for you to practice on each topic, and these worksheets will be made by Cambria and myself together. You can access them through the Moodle course page, and you can check your answers at SI sessions, at my office hours, or in tutoring. The answer keys will not be published. Okay. So this semester, same as last semester, I'll have Zoom office hours, and those hours will be on Monday from 11 to 12, Tuesday from 9:30 to 10:30, and Wednesday from 12:30 to 1:30. In order to schedule a time to visit my office hours, because the office hours are in Zoom, you'll just follow the link on Moodle, or you can follow the link here, where you could schedule an office hour visit through my Google Calendar page. As a matter of fact, this is your first assignment in the course. We'll talk about that more in just a minute. New this semester is I'm going to have weekly review meetings. I've already talked about this. Every Thursday from 12 to 12:30, I'm devoting completely to you as a class. I'll be on Zoom, and I'll be ready to answer any question you have about the course in a group format. So come every Thursday and bring questions, lots of questions. Prior to each lecture, I will be posting a video that will get you started on the topic, followed by a Moodle quiz that relates to that video. Sometimes it'll be written homework that you can bring to class, and I'll walk around and see that you have it done. And other times it'll actually be within Moodle. If it is a Moodle quiz, that of course will be due by midnight the night before lecture. During class, we will discuss that topic and delve even deeper into the material. It's hugely important in the subject to come to class and participate and listen and learn and be engaged. I can tell you from my experience that attendance is very highly correlated with success in the class. So please make it a priority to come to lecture. If I scroll ahead just a little bit, don't worry, I'll go back. Academic integrity statement, where I expect you and require you to do your own work. I just wanted to make sure that we establish that using Chegg or any other online resource and presenting that research as your own is cheating. Some of these websites are set up specifically to try to help students understand, and others are set up specifically to try to help you cheat. I do not tolerate the use of any of these resources if you are planning on presenting that as your own work. So please just do your own work. It's in your best interest. This is a hard subject. If I give you a question and you can't understand it and get it yourself, come to me. I have office hours. I have that review session. Cambria has her SI sessions. There's tutors available. So many resources. Just use us, and then you'll actually understand the material yourself, and you'll be able to do it again on an exam. Crazy times, right, with COVID. If you need to be quarantined, you have to go through the proper channels, through the student accessibility services. You have to go through them to establish yourself as needing to be quarantined in order to officially logging in and doing it remote. I'm excited to be able to offer you the opportunity to Zoom into my classroom. However, we have to follow the rules and how that happens. So if anybody is quarantined at any time in my class, and I know about it through the accessibility office, I will allow that student to Zoom into my class. Now, this class is at 8 a.m. And so formally, I cannot announce that if you're not feeling well to not come to class. However, if you let me know with enough advance notice, I could potentially do that for you. However, I'm not supposed to. And of course, as always, if you have any special accessibility requirements, please let me know, and I will do everything that I can possibly do to help you find success in the course. You are expected to view the videos and take notes on all posted lectures throughout the semester. Course material for each new week will be made available as soon as I possibly can, but I try to guarantee 48 hours prior to the lecture. This will include a short video and then a Moodle quiz. In addition, Khan Academy is a great resource for additional videos and practice problems. So I've decided to change a little bit my expectations in terms of evaluation and grading. Typically, I would rely primarily on the exam scores as being most of the points earned for the semester. But instead this semester, I've spread it out a little bit. So we're going to have sapling, Moodle quizzes, which I call question of the day, and iClicker. You will have to make videos and you have to meet with me one-on-one to explain concepts. We're going to make review Google presentations for each exam. You'll be given a molecule project that you hand in, and you'll be able to use cheat sheets on each of my exams, in addition to the 4 exams, the 3 hourly exams and the 1 final exam. So let's spend a little bit of time talking about each of these categories. Okay, so here's how I'm going to give you your grades. Sapling will be due every week on Sunday night. So you'll log into Sapling and you'll take the assessment that's posted for 10% of your grade. So each week on Sunday night at midnight, that's when it'll be due, and that'll count 10% of your grade. 5% of your grade is going to be these Moodle quizzes and or these assignments that I give you that will be due in class, and that's going to be following the video. So I'll post a video and then either give you a Moodle quiz or a take-home assignment that'll be due the next day in class. The Moodle quizzes close at midnight, and then the assignments will be due at the beginning of class, and that's for 5%. During class, I will have iClicker questions. You get 50% of the points just for trying and 50% of the points for getting the correct answer. So in lieu of quizzes, I've decided to use these Moodle quizzes and homework problems and these iClicker questions. Also for this class, you'll be making videos and meeting with me one-on-one to discuss, describe, explain a concept or a reaction or a mechanism. So this is in lieu of me just giving you these mechanism questions on the exam. This is an opportunity for you to really study a mechanism specifically, log in to a meeting with me on Zoom, and or create a short video explaining that concept, and then you'll be graded on that. So these videos and meetings happen throughout the semester. They're already in the syllabus, the due dates. Hopefully that'll be another opportunity for you to show me what you know. As a matter of fact, the first assignment is to meet with me during one of my office hours during the first 2 weeks of class, and you have to come to my office hour and tell me or show me a joke. And of course, chemistry related jokes are highly appreciated. For each exam, we will create a Google slide review, and so you will either work on your own with a partner in a group to create a review slide about some topic that we covered for that exam. The complete Google presentation will then be used for the full class to review for the exam, and that's 5%. The molecule project, also 5%. So in a scavenger hunt type assignment, I will give you a molecule and ask you a bunch of questions about that molecule, and that's 5%. For that project, you will both give me a written page of the answers and make a video explaining those answers. I did this project last spring, and the students said that they really enjoyed this project. And finally, for the first time ever in my career, I'm allowing students to bring in one cheat sheet, a 3.5 by 5 index card written on both sides for each exam. And not only am I going to let you use that cheat sheet during the exam, but I'm also going to collect that cheat sheet and grade it. In the grading, I will be looking for clarity, organization, important concepts are included, and correctness. And so you get to use this one 3.5 by 5 index card front and back, handwritten for each exam. I do have to warn you, however, that for the final exam, the American Chemical Society standardized exam, cheat sheets are not allowed. And so we will not be using that for the final. I'm giving 3 hourly exams and then 1 final. The 3 hourly exams are going to be 15% each, and the final is 10%. Each exam is, of course, cumulative. That's just the nature of the subject. And there will be no makeup exams except under very limited set of extraordinary circumstances. And you have to contact me before the start of the exam. The 3 hourly exam dates are already established as shown here. And here's the proposed course schedule. So here's the column that you probably want to pay the most attention to. These are the due dates of all your assignments. By the 12th of February, you have to visit me during office hours and tell me a joke. There's a video due on 2/19, and that's going to be covering one of the topics here for exam 1, and I will assign those as it gets closer. And before every exam, the Google review slide assignment will be due. And then, of course, the cheat sheet I will collect for each exam. So for exam 2, here's the Google review slide. You need to meet with me one-on-one during my office hours to explain a concept having to do with exam 2 topics. And then, of course, the cheat sheet will be due on the day of the exam. April 13th is when your molecule project is due. On the 16th, we have our second video having to do with exam 3 topics. And then here's the Google review, and then here's the cheat sheet. So you can see that it's kind of a reoccurring theme. For every exam, we'll have the Google review. For every exam, we'll have the cheat sheet. And for every exam, you'll have had to either make a video or meet with me to discuss a specific topic that's on that exam. On May 9th at 2 p.m. in the library is our final exam, which will be the American Chemical Society cumulative exam for Orgo I and Orgo II. But don't worry, we're going to spend some time here reviewing. On the last page here, there are some golden rules of chemistry, which I will discuss on the first day of class, so you could take a look at those if you want before class. On the first day of class, please come prepared to share your name, any nickname that you may go by, your pronouns that you prefer, and then a fun fact about yourself, which might include something interesting that occurred due to COVID. Awesome. I'm looking forward to either seeing you again and or meeting you on February 2nd at 8 a.m. in GAC 38. Awesome. See you there. If you haven't already done so, please complete the Google form so you get that 1 point extra credit on the first exam.